Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of Fear of Dracula. This is not a league match, this is just a friendly match. I don't know when this is going to come out. I don't know if I'm going to postpone this until closer to Christmas or immediately. I don't know, well you'll find out when I post this. But anyway, I'm playing against Pizza Wizard, who is the Hunter players. I think this is our first time we played as a 1v1, but Pizza Wizard is in a voice call with me, so maybe Pizza Wizard would like to say hello to everybody at home.
Yeah, hello.
And immediately, I've got a bone to pick with you. You've used my setup.
No.
I've got patent pending on that. Like, how dare you use my Hunter setup against me? Like, this is outrageous.
I saw you were going to use Quincy's Teen Wolf strategy in the league match, so I feel like, if we're patenting these moves, you're not the most. You don't have the clean slate yourself.
Shush, we're not supposed to talk about that. I actually did do the Team Wolf strategy because I fucked it up, but yeah. I did do that, yeah.
What you did, actually, I was watching that earlier today. What you did was the same thing I did in my league match with Roscoe, where I misdirected. I tried to misdirect my own space, and I couldn't, so I misdirected a different space.
I think I noticed that. Yeah, I was like, that's a strange misdirect. Why is Pizza Wizard doing that? Yeah, it always happens. Yeah, I haven't done that mistake for a while because I'm so used to doing misdirect, like really purposefully at the beginning of the match. But suddenly I had to use it in a different way. It's like, I can't do it. Ooh, where am I gonna go? Fascinating. Let's go here.
Sure, you don't want to let the viewers know where you're starting. Just say it out loud. Get the video engagement.
Yeah, in case they're doing it like the podcast style, where they're only listening to me. Like, I'm in Sophia, everybody. Yeah.
Dang it. Should have been like Mr. Green. Should have called out. You could have started in Munich, and it would have been great.
I mean, that was a very funny comment. Not how I was expecting to start, because I was like so tense before that match, and then he was just like throwing funny banter in the chat. It's like, please stop it. Please stop.
I'm trying to focus on my Teen Wolf. Jeez, calm down.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can tell how much I wasn't paying attention to my own strategy. I didn't even know what to call it. Like, is this Angsty Teen Wolf or Teen Wolf? I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, just.
Since it's not patent pended, you can call it whatever you want. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I like Scot-sword setup. It's got like the alliteration and that's quite nice. Ooh.
I guess I played the other way, where I started Mina Munich, but then I saw Mr. Green talking about how like he always moved over with Mina to Godalming, so it's just like a waste of a day action.
So I guess the only way you can do it is if like you alternate which side you start Godalming or Mina. But you always
right.
Then if you move everybody to Munich, then you take them well, no, not really. Actually, take them further away. Depends where Dracula starts. If you're trying to get to, like, say, Galatz or Cassandra, then yeah, you are taking them further away. But if it's like Sophia, then it's the same distance. So I don't know. Because this is before you joined. I started this thing where I actually had Mina and Godalming one space over, but still separated. And as Werecraft who pointed out to me, yeah, but then you lose the efficiency because you're not gaining any psychic scan like efficiency. I was like, I'll just start them in the same place then.
Okay.
Oh no, my Nemesis card. Oh no.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the video you made on it was like, oh, he's not a very good guy. We're gonna make him an ally. It'll be fine. It'll work out.
I mean, do you see the one where I was with Quincy? Like we did the interview thing together.
A little bit surreal because normally I'm used to watching the video and hearing your voice, and now I'm talking to you. It's a little bit different, but I don't remember. I'm sorry. Well, if I saw that specific one.
Well, the title of the video is Jonathan Harker's OP because.
Oh yes, I did see that. Yes.
Yeah, no newspaper got drawn, and that was just like the biggest kick in the teeth, right? I mean, it's like spoiler alert, but the game that's going to come out on Friday. I got an early advantage because of another card that I rated very poorly. If you watch the tier list video, I said that Wax Cylinders is crap, and basically I used it to my full advantage in the game against Bugs B. So, yeah. Now, the question is, how do I do this?
I guess maybe does Jonathan Harker get slightly better if the meta becomes like not misdirecting your first tile because you get to know it. I guess early games already.
Yes, you would, because you'd know the first encounter one turn sooner. Yeah, so maybe it's the fact that we misdirect just makes Jonathan Harker worse. Yeah, you could be right with that. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it that way before. Oh, let's do this.
But then again, that's only relevant if you draw him in that first week before it hits the.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Which reaffirms he's very good in the or I shouldn't say very good. He's better in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just for the folks at home, I'm playing Dracula just because we're recording this at gone 11 at night, because just time differences. Obviously, you can tell from our respective accents that we're on different sides of the pond. Pizza Wizard is from the great state of Wisconsin. What is the nickname for Wisconsin?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard for. I think it's known like in the United States as like the dairy state. Like I think cows are like the thing because we have lots of manure. It doesn't smell very great, but it's like yes, you're going out for your run to stay in shape, and it's like yes, go outside, smell the cow manure, beautiful. A lot of farms.
Lovely.
I'd say about that. Other than that, Wisconsin. It's Great Lakes state, I suppose. It's by a bunch of the Great Lakes.
But the problem is a lot of states can claim that. I think Michigan might have that covered, right?
That's true. They have the land on both sides of the Great Lakes. So they kind of...
God, those. Yeah. I was about to say all those people from Michigan. I don't know. What do you call a person from Wisconsin? What's like the?
I think it's Wisconsinite. I think.
Oh, Wisconsinite. Fascinating.
Not sure though. That's. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing. Why is it that way? Not do that. Why is Mina revealing that she is Heavenly Host? That was not exactly the item I wanted you to know I had.
I mean, that's what happens if you draw it first turn. I was actually paying attention that time. I actually was like, oh, Heavenly Host. Yoink. Yeah, I've learned my lesson. Oh, where's that?
See that one?
Where's that Heavenly Host gone? Oh,
Look, it could still be Amina. We don't know. I could have just.
It could have done. Yeah.
I just traded 2 identical train tickets so that it didn't say the trade was aborted, but really. Just
where do I go now?
I do feel like when I play Dracula, I'm a little bit too predictable because I like starting in like, as you commented, I like Amsterdam a lot, which makes tired scouts very nervous because you pointed out that everyone needs to check Amsterdam and Bari because they're far away.
Yeah. No, the really funny thing about that was, sorry, I shouldn't be giving out a picture, but for a long time, Mr. Green also started in Amsterdam, so it's kind of like this thing that we had, it's like, oh, you're always in Amsterdam, and then it just, like, there's also the fact that we mentioned it because of Roscoe's start, it's like, now you can't get to Amsterdam. I mean, to be fair, you looked at Roscoe's start, you're like, well, you're not going to get to Amsterdam as quickly, so...
he also didn't draw the turn 4 newspaper reports, which was nice, but yes.
Yeah. Indeed, yeah. But hey, you need these things to go in your favor sometimes. So.
He was spending his early week drawing Consecrated Ground instead, which might have paid if anyone wants to watch that video on your channel. It might have paid off for him getting that Consecrated Ground early on. Who knows?
Yeah.
Has the meta shifted a lot since you've been playing this game? I haven't been playing it the most long, but...
Well, see, I didn't start... I only started... You said maybe you joined maybe like late May of this year. I only started in... February? I can't remember. I've got a little notebook here where I write all of my results. My first notebook entry is March. End of March. I probably had a couple of games before then. See, about mid-March. I thought it was in February. Maybe it was mid-March then. Yeah. Not really. I mean, now Scot-sword setup is a thing, which is it's very, very strange to see my setup, quote unquote, being used. I think maybe it swings backwards and forwards on dogs. If people use high trick a lot, then that becomes quite popular. But no, I don't think so. I think the main thing is maybe, in terms of like hunter play, maybe what items hunters prioritize. I have quite a set way of doing things. Whereas then maybe other hunters, like Quincy, might disagree. Either critically or jokingly was making some comments on some of my videos about some of the items I was getting rid of. I was like, you can't carry everything. That's the problem. Is with fast horses, assuming you subscribe to that theory, then yeah, you can't. That limits your combat cards even more. And sometimes you just have to make really bold choices, like, do I want a heavily host or do I want a weapon? Well, both are good, but if I step on things like bodyguards, I don't really want to be without a weapon, so... it's a tricky one.
Actually thinking about talking about that with you. I feel like I kind of, when I got into the game, it was like, I watched all the Quincy Moore's videos because I wanted to figure out how to play really good, and I was like, oh, Heavenly Host is, it's the item. If you have a Heavenly Host, you're good. It helps concentrate ground. It does the most damage in the game. It's not, like, reduced by Mesmerize because it's not technically a weapon. I was like, and it prevents Mesmerize, which cancels everything else except for Punch and Crucifix. This is great. And then... my experience, it's still good. It's a good item. I'm not saying it's not good, but it's like you use it, and then if you don't have any, like, let's say you're like horse Heavenly Host and like Stake or something,
yeah,
and you find Dracula, you Heavenly Host him, and I don't know, they claw you or something, and you're down 2 HP. You now have no combat items,
yeah,
and you're in a combat with Dracula, which is the worst place to be.
Yeah. The best situation, you try and get late game where you have like Heavenly Host and then a weapon, so then you've still got something to fall back onto.
Stakes are so interesting. I always feel like I want to have all the stakes, but then I feel like more and more people are just not placing vampires. They're holding them until the late game, and then you're holding around the stake and you're not really using it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it. But then, typical, you throw your stakes away early, then loads of vampires will come out. You can't deal with them. It's this is why I love this game.
It's certainly got like the requisite level of complexity to, like, it's not a game you play like 10, 20 times and you're like, oh, it's solved 100%. I know what to do in every single situation. It's so many layers, but like not so many that it's like impossible to pick up. I mean, there is a learning curve. I did lose a lot when I started playing, and I continue to do so, but I feel like I've got a handhold. I'm climbing, if slowly.
I mean, you made it into the final. We say this so people don't realize Pizza Wizard is one of the other participants in the final league of 8, so you can't be half bad at the game if you.
That's true.
If you made it out.
I did slide in with I believe a slightly better IDS record. It was very close. But yeah, I'm very grateful to be here. I feel like, I don't know. When I started the tournament, I did not think I was gonna make it to the final 8. I mean, maybe okay. After I did well in the first few weeks, I did, and then I kind of hit. You don't know how to play hunters very well. The hard decline.
Yeah, you had a really good start. Yeah, then dropped off a bit, but then you picked it back at the end. But you had a really tough group in the end. That was a really competitive group, and
Bugsby was very good. I didn't really know many people in the community, and he was very good, and he kind of snapped me out of my lethargy because I kind of won the first game, not easily, but it wasn't the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, I was playing against Mr. Green all the time, and the first person I played against was not as good as him, so I was like, oh, this is a little bit easier. And then Bugsby came around the corner with like a Louisville Slugger with nails in it, and he was like, bam! He got me.
Yeah, you gotta be super careful. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'd say with Bugsby, I played against Bugsby the weekend just gone, and that was another game. I mean, I'm excited to play against everybody, but out of the 2 people in the final league, the 2 I'm most excited about to play against are you and Bugsby, because you're 2 players who I haven't played against much. The others I've played quite a bit. I mean, I haven't played against Quincy that much, really. And obviously I've got rivalries with Roscoe and Warecraft and that, and obviously Mr. Green. I have a rivalry with Mr. Green, but it's more like, it's a very friendly thing.
Yeah.
But who's this? Oh, right, Captain Gyro. That's another player I want to play at some point. Another new member.
I played him the other day. He says he's never. I played him. He was playing Gyro, I was playing Hunters because I wanted more practice, and he did some good stuff. He's got some real moves in him. Like he got, I believe, like he got a vampire dementia because he had some good encounter placements, so I couldn't really get to it in time. And
Oh.
then I managed to hunt him down in Eastern Europe, but he was a turn away from like getting out to sea. He when I afterwards he was like, I haven't really won a game yet. I'm like, don't worry, with like
No.
this, you'll get there. It'll happen.
I watched. I think this is their first game played against Quincy, and gave Quincy a decent game. And I was like, fuck, I wish I played that well when I started. Like, I learned very quickly. I remember the very first game I played was against Mr. Green, and I put like a reckless vampire non, and I got it to mature. I killed him in combat, and I got to mature with a Rumor token. So I got like 9 points right off the bat. I was like, oh, I was like, right, piece of piss this is. And then I went to Granada, thinking Granada was a port city, and he just jumped on me. I was like, well, shit. So I was a baptism of fire. Then played him again, lost. Then played against Roscoe, lost. I was like, oh, fuck no. And then they were like, I think it was Warecraft and Roscoe, like, come here, we'll teach you 2v1. And they taught me hunters, and that was then the bug had bitten from that point. So yeah, Warecraft taught me hunters. I think I played against Roscoe in that game, or maybe it was Mr. Green as Dracula. Can't remember. It was a while ago. Yeah. So I played hunters a lot. Because also a lot of people just wanted to play Dracula. I was like, oh, I'll play hunters then. But now
Here we go.
I'm swinging backwards. Oh no. No.
Finally, the media, they've been on strike. We got them. Okay.
Damn the press.
You
It's the wrong time. You don't know where the other stuff is.
You wouldn't have started and then hit in Amsterdam after we talked about that. You wouldn't have done that, right? That would have just been weird.
Well, I don't know. Did I though?
Gets me with the Amsterdam hide thing. After we talked about it for like the first. Oh God. Well, we'll just have to see. Just have to see. Okay. What do we got? Just taking a moment to look at all the stuff. I almost wonder if it would have been better to use it to find out like the 5th space at dusk rather than finding out the 3rd space. I guess no. I'm gonna find out the space in 2 seconds after you move because I have John Harker, the best ally in the game, obviously.
So yeah, in this instance, no, it was actually better you played it immediately. Because you got information of where I started, and then the next thing, and then well, the second thing, no, but then the clone space, you know, yeah.
Unless, of course, it's a hide because you started in Amsterdam, and then I will instantly know. But
true.
Sorry, I'm taking a second here. I'm just cataloging, making sure I don't need to make a trade.
Yeah, that's fine. Hunters are just you take your time. That's probably the biggest thing I say as a hunter player. The hardest thing is trying to get trading right. It sounds like something really straightforward. It really isn't. Trying to get events onto the right people, trying to think who's going to need this, who's going to need, and then it always changes. Sometimes you get it spot on. Other games you're just every day trading things back and forth. It's just yeah, it's a really tough thing.
There was a league game where I like had 2 people next to each other on land, and I traded. It wasn't even events with Van Helsing; it was just items. Like I had Heavenly Host. It was the game against Pirate Joe. I had 2 Heavenly Hosts on. I think it was Mina or John Sword. One of them had 2 Heavenly Hosts, and I tried to trade him across, and I thought I had. And then like 2 turns later, I'm like, and I have the Consecrated Ground. I'm ready to play it. I haven't traded them. I've messed it up. Somebody still has 2. And it just felt like,
oh no,
this is really bad.
And
so you gotta pay attention.
Now explains maybe the slightly suboptimal consecrated ground, right? That makes sense. Because obviously Roscoe and I were commentating, we didn't see that. And we're like, what's going on here?
It's like, oh, I'll make him run towards Spain where all my people are. It'll work out great. No.
Nope, not if you're one missing. And that makes sense, because I was sitting there going like, why is he not blocking like Marseille? He can now wolf form east. What's he doing? So like, oh right, if you had the other heavenly host, that wouldn't have been the problem. That makes a lot of sense. That's the thing. This is the insight we don't have when we're trying to do the commentary. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay then. this here. Oh,
Jonathan Harker, let's go. What is it?
OP.
It was a hide, but not in Amsterdam.
Not in Amsterdam. Ah, mixing it up. And I haven't wolf formed yet either. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's probably a hoax, isn't it? Oh, this is bad. This is not the place we wanted to be right now. Think about this. I move there. He's gotta hide. He's probably just gonna ambush it with a saboteur or a bat or some nonsense like that. Well, I don't like letting things mature if I can help it. I don't know if this is a time when I can help it, unfortunately. What I can do.
Yeah, you can't get to Frankfurt from Vienna with just 2 movement. You need a movement card to help you.
And even if I could somehow, the hide thing is there, which maybe it's just an aristocratic vampire under that hide, but it seems unlikely.
Oh, that'd be the ultimate bluff if it's just an aristocratic under the hide. You've probably noticed in some of my games sometimes when I get loads of aristocratics out in a row, I just dump them into layers because I'm like, I can't be dealing with you right now. You offer me no.
That's essentially. Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, it's fine. It's just like they offer me no combat ability at all. Yeet, get in the lair where you deserve to be.
That's when I was pushing around Roscoe in our game, and like I had him with the bat chain between what was it? It was below 50 and 55. I was just pushing him back and forth. My encounters in my hand were good, but like I had like 2 really good ones that I wanted to place on myself, and then like the others were like things that didn't do anything when they ambushed. So I couldn't like, I don't know, hit him with like a wolves or something after I moved him back to Valona, which was a little bit disappointing. But...
That was the thing I noticed. I was like, oh, you had such a great opportunity of like double bats and then ambush again with something, and you didn't do it. I was like, what's going on? Why you had a great opportunity? That makes sense. If you had to put something in there that couldn't ambush, that makes a lot of sense. That was a real shame. That was a really nice combo of double bats. Yeah, I'm stuck there for ages. Oh.
I was very Zurich is an interesting move.
Oh, where could I be?
Where could you be, indeed? Okay, so how many Dracula events are you gonna get to choose from? Oh God, it's like 7 of them. This is awful. Keep spirits high. We're not even out of the first week yet. We can do this. To get inside the mind of a Dracula. Wolf form.
Yeah.
You could misdirect next turn because the misdirect's off the trail. Oh, look at this. We can combine the strategies. Oh, an aristocratic vampire. Oh.
Now, sadly, I forgot to put a rumor token on it, but.
I thought maybe that was like a calculated move by you because I heard you mentioned how you don't like rumor tokening early, how you like to save them.
Yeah, I had some success in like the earlier group matches for the first stage where I was playing rumor tokens. I was getting a lot of points, so the matches were finishing more quickly. But if it's against hunters who move around a lot, I think it's fine because I'm not going to have the items to deal with vampires with rumor tokens. They might not find me as quickly, but I think against hunters who just stay in place, I think it's trying to get something to mature is very difficult. And as I said, in like the hunter like movement video. There's very few places that the hunters can't reach. So something like a Bari or an Amsterdam, maybe Athens, depending on how you start. So I think against like really good hunter players, I probably not use them. I'd rather save them for later, so that I can force the hunters to make really difficult decisions. Like I really want to jump on Drac now, but there's a rumor token there that's about to mature. But actually, then in the match against Mr. Green, I didn't use any of my rumor tokens because I was an idiot. So, so yeah.
It's all about, you know, keeping. Trying to map out how you could have moved here, because you were in Cologne, and then you had one move that I can't see, and then you had two more moves, and then you wolf formed.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do we narrow down this thing? I suppose we use Mina, but that doesn't really help, because... I feel like going with my gut is never the right decision, because it leads me to make moves that, like, if they work, they're really good, but if they don't work, that's like really bad, and I've just put someone way out of position.
I think it depends on what it is. I'd say the opposite. I feel like gut instinct normally is correct. It depends on what it is you're doing. If you're trying to be really aggressive to jump onto Draco, then maybe not, unless you know you're fully tooled up and you can actually kill that turn. In situations like this where like I've wolf formed, you have to find out where I've wolf formed from. So I think in a situation like this, you're fine. If you accidentally find me, oh, okay, that's just the way it is sometimes.
This is Well, I feel glad about my decision now, because I was gonna like go jaunting off to like Sarajevo over there, like, oh, what if he wolf formed past me? But no.
But then imagine if I had done that, right? Or maybe I have done it already.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe you moved from here to like there, and then you just went 1-2 through Munich. I think we want to save our many event cards, because all three of my events are combat events for sure.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
And you have 2 combat items. Fascinating.
You know I have one non-combat item.
Aha. But I can see you have... I can tell that you have 2 combat items. So now what are they though? That's the question. You got a Heavenly Hose Knife? Do you have Holy Circle?
I wouldn't do that, okay? I know about the wolves. I wanted to have 2 actual weapon cards so I could take 0 damage from that card.
Oh, really? I smell shite. I don't know what to play. Let's play this. Sometimes the combat deck doesn't give you many choices. Let's go with this.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, alright, you escaped and I got a point. I'll take that. But you don't have a stake.
13th of the way there.
Yeah.
I don't have a stake, you're right.
So you're gonna have to deal with me some other way.
That's true.
So somebody else would like to
Who does have a stake is the real question.
Hope you can remember. I should be checking the discard pile. Oh, you discarded a knife. Madman.
I did discard a knife. I was wondering if what you would think of that. I was like,
Ooh, I don't know about that. Well, I mean, it also depends on what you had to discard it for, right? If you had a choice between like 2 knives, you have to discard one of them, right? Same with the rifle. Yeah. So no,
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
No, of course not. I would not expect you to. I would not expect you to.
Okay, so we went to Geneva, and then now you went to Marseille in your league game. You wouldn't do that again, would you? Not ambushing me. Okay, fair. Okay, we're gonna scan Italy. It's gonna be great. And there's a vampire there. Hello.
I mean, of course I'm gonna ambush you, right?
I mean, I could just be moving there for, scanning reasons, and not because I have a stake on Mina.
Oh,
It's possible.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, only one combat item. Uh-huh. Yep. It smells very steaky to me.
Look, I'm using the dog meta. I have double dog,
I see. I've checked the discard file. You discarded all your dogs, so I know.
Oh, dang it! He knows.
Yep. 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 Can't try those tricks on me.
Taking notes.
Mm-hmm. Can't try those tricks on me. Get mesmerized.
Oh no. Dang it. I know going punch first it's strictly better if they do mesmerize, but if they don't, it's just so.
Yeah, you
so
feel
bad.
really bad when you had the opportunity to escape. You're like, oh, now they've done damage to me and I haven't escaped. It feels so bad. Yeah. But then there's the thing, like, if Dracula or if vampires always go mesmerize, then why don't you go punch first, right? That's just.
Yeah, it's just better, but they're not always gonna have it.
Uh-huh. Have you gone dodge?
No!
Yes!
Dang it, you learned your other game, you always attacked, you never plotted. I was like, adapting.
I always get around the wrong way. I always like strength the wrong time, and I plot the wrong time. I can never do it consistently. But now
Never
it works.
say never. Yeah, it's happening right now.
Yeah, it's happening right now. Happy days. Not in a league game. Oh well. I was gonna say this probably does be a disadvantage to me because now you're learning my strats, which is not ideal. But oh well.
When you're better at the game, I feel like you have more experience to kind of array against me, whereas I do very similar things every game, so you might learn more from me than I learn from you.
But I'd also say like the unpredictability factor from you though. I had that when I first started. I beat Mr. Green in my first combat just because he didn't know like what on earth I was gonna do. I wasn't playing meta, but then once you learn the game, then you learn there's like a meta, and you do it that way. Yeah, you're not escaping.
Are you sure?
I kind of get more points on you, thanks. Whereas I think I had a period of time where I became more predictable, and now I'm going backwards. I'm trying to be a little bit more. The funny thing is now my hunter play is getting worse. It's kind of like this weird thing where the more Dracula I'm playing, or maybe just because Dracula plays are getting better, that's also another possibility. It just feels like relatively my hunter plays are not as strong.
It's definitely more juggling.
Yeah. I think I'll do this.
Second plotting. Here we go. Oh, of course. See, now the situation is reversed. Now I am just going to always do the wrong thing.
Oh dear. Wouldn't this be terrible if Mina dies? Oh, she can't die. That's alright. She's got just enough health, so it's okay.
So glad it's not night. It not being night, I was very nervous when I was like, wait a second, could she get bitten and die here? No, it's daytime.
Yeah. I think you're going to dodge here, but I don't want to miss the opportunity of getting a point if there is one. Hey, I got another point. Let's go.
That was right. And Mina is just destroyed now. She's just so weak.
God, Reckless Vampire gave you 3 points. Happy days. Even if you haven't got a stick, I'll be happy with that, because normally Reckless only give you 4 points.
Like 8 damage across 2 different people. It's pretty good. He's overachieving right there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Happy days.
Wait. She can't both search and do the thing. Oh my god.
No.
So smart.
So what are you gonna prioritize? Are you gonna stake it, or are you gonna psychic bolt?
I feel like I gotta know this turn right after you wolf form, because if I don't do it now and you wolf form, let's say you wolf form to like Venice, for example, you could then leave, and then I would have no information.
Yep.
I guess you could already be in Munich if you wolf form you did wolf form from Marseille, so you could already be in Munich. I feel like you wouldn't go to Italy when you had other options. I feel like that's too constraining. Maybe. It's what you did the other game, but...
Did I? I don't remember. What did I do the other game?
You like went into Marseille and then you wolf formed to Venice and then you backtracked into the boot.
Oh. You know my videos better than I do.
I was watching it literally like 3 hours ago, so I have a little bit a short-term memory kicks in.
That makes sense. Who was I playing? Was that the one against Mr. Green?
This is against Mr. Green, yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, that's right, because I was in 20 and I was worried about consecrated ground. That's right, yeah.
What do we got?
Hey!
To have a tour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, he can take a gun.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're delayed, so that's fine.
He did his work. He got some good stuff. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't think my trade game has been where it should have been this game, but that's okay. We'll remedy that situation. Gonna give that back.
That happens a lot. You just suddenly realise, oh no, now situations change. Punt it back. That's pretty normal. Because if it's like you have a lot of things that you want Van Helsing to hold, but Van Helsing can't hold everything, so you're gonna have to discard stuff on top of people. It's just the way it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the right play.
So
you got time to stake this. Psychic Bond's more important there.
emotionally, I want to kill that vampire because it messed me up, but. Doesn't rule out Munich. Could still be in Munich. But it makes me believe you went I don't know, France or Spain. Although I don't know why I tell you any of this, but it's a recorded game. We're talking about it. It's good. We're having fun. It's nice.
Yeah.
Check out. Wait, he could have gone anywhere in France. Is the problem? Not anywhere, but a lot of places. It feels.
And that
guess what I do.
And that, folks, is why. That I was just going to say to the folks at home. That's why wolfing from Marseille is really, really cool.
He's becoming undelayed. Van Helsing.
Oh, I didn't go to Munich. Oh, fancy that.
I just want to cut off that side of the board, so if I start moving more left, I'm not completely caught off guard.
You'd feel bad you'd feel bad if you had everybody west. I'm actually just going east the whole time.
Yeah, that would be That would be very, very, very bad. Oh yes.
I was very tempted to go to Munich, but the fact you had Godalming in Nuremberg and Mina in Zurich, it was just too likely that you get them to meet up to do a psychic scan in Munich or something, because it's a big city. I was like, ooh, that's a little bit too risky. Now, in retrospect, I could have done it, but oh well, never mind.
I mean, it's a big thing, right? Where as Dracula, you're trying to make the decisions that are unpredictable, but also don't put you in an awful situation if they somehow do get predicted.
Yeah. Ah.
We did have a mistake. It's okay. That vampire, he was worth his salt.
Yeah, I was going to say that to get 3 points out of a reckless is pretty good going, honestly. I think that's the thing is I'm learning that with Dracula, and when I play a lot of my friendly games, it is very much about limit testing. What can I actually do as Dracula here? What can I get away with? Which sounds a bit bad. It's not like I'm actively throwing games, but I'm learning quite a lot about.
You're experimenting.
Exactly. What can I do? What can I get away with? I think that's the thing with Dracula. It's a combination of being tricksy enough, but not too tricksy. You gotta know when you can be tricksy and when you have to just make the really obvious play of wolf forming really far away from the hunters, and you can't get away with it. But then, the hunters can become really wise to it, and they search the more unusual locations first. So you just gotta, you gotta do it just enough that it's unpredictable. Again, it's another tricky thing. I'm not great at it. I think I'm getting better as Dracula, but I'm not great at it. Where do I go now? I think I'm gonna go here. Yeah.
This is kind of the situation that I always fear as hunters, where it's you've kind of gotten this 2-town lead, right? Where it could be. I mean, it's not in Italy. Thankfully, I used Mina. We know that, but.
I mean, the good thing is you've cleared Geneva and Marseille, right? If these were unrevealed, then you'd be in a bit of a sticky situation. At least you've revealed it. You've ruled out a lot of the eastern side of the board. The fact Italy's a no-go, Munich's a no-go. It could have been Nuremberg because Godalming was sitting there when I wolf formed. So
So you went like you could have gone, north into Germania. That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm. That was a move that Roscoe pulled on me once. He wolf formed from Marseille to Nuremberg. And yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't bring it up more often in our conversations. He completely did me, because I went round systematically checking every single wolf form location. And I couldn't find it. I was like, right, must have gone to Spain. So I piled everybody into Spain. And then he was just there in like northern Germany, just pissing himself laughing. The fact just like went in the complete wrong direction because I missed out one connection, and that was Zurich. Zurich to Nuremberg, so it's very easy to miss.
It can be rough.
So far northwest, northeast, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, so yeah. I got him good with one. I went from Munich to 53, whatever 53 is. That says get? I think it says get.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's another one where he didn't expect it. Oh, that's a good pool. Sure. That's a good time to get that.
This is why the Quincy Morris, you just sit there, you supply. Oh my god.
Within reason. He told me off once for doing it too much, trying to supply my way out of the problem. But sometimes you can get good like this, so.
Well, how do we be economical with this? I need to think. I need to get in the Dracula mindset. If I was Dracula and I wanted to get as far away as possible and I didn't go east or into Italy, I would go to like Barcelona restricts your movement. It makes it so you have to go to Saragossa if you're going into Spain. Or Saragossa leaves you open. So I check Saragossa. And if you went Barcelona, you would have to go Saragossa afterwards. Unless you went to Toulouse, but you wouldn't do that because you don't want to lose. So stealing the achievement puns.
That's very good. Yeah. Well deduced. Well done. Yeah, very well worked out. Good.
Tried. So, but you didn't go there off wolf form. It's not the place with the stake. So, where did you go then?
Where did I go?
Eternal question when you're playing this game.
Yeah. Where did Dracula go?
See, now I feel like, a bozo because I have moved Godalming in the last turn. I moved him in the direct opposite location you were, but you got it. I wanted to check it.
Yeah, but then I think also a lot depends on like how you think about it too. Like, okay, you kind of know more or less where I am. You don't want to overcommit too far, so you need to hold some hunters in reserve anyway. So you could probably predict what I'm going to kind of do in the next X turns. I don't know how. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do, but you can maybe predict more or less what I'm going to do here. So having Godalming in that kind of position where you can go various directions, then that's not a bad thing to do. Obviously, not being on a big city is maybe not great. But if you got really good items, then do you need to be on a big city? Maybe not.
Well, even if you have good items, I feel like sometimes I'm supplying not for really the items, but for the events, right? Even if I have the best items in the game.
Yeah, but then you don't have to be on a big city then necessarily to do that, unless you want to cycle through the deck quicker. If it's something you really, really, really want to find.
Get all those stakes you discarded early on, get them back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I try to do it sometimes. Sometimes I discard early Heavenly Hosts, because I know if I supply enough, I'll get them back again. But then, a game like versus Bugs B, for example, I didn't actually supply as much as I normally do. And I was like, can I get these things back? And it gets a bit tricky then. But, what am I going to put down here?
That is something I really think about. Maybe I think about too much when I'm playing Dracula. I really enjoy having a good encounter economy. Like, if I can get 3 fogs in a game, I feel really good about that. So I dislike, misdirecting tiles that I still have spaces on because I want to make them layers to put extra cards on them. But obviously, you have to do some of that.
Yeah. No, who was I? That was against Mr. Green, where I got through my entire deck, and then because there were 2 discarded souls thrown in for good measure, I got almost through the deck twice. So yeah, no, I think it's something that's really important. I can't imagine playing without layers now because you need to cycle through stuff. You see, this is the downside, right? Yeah, I've got 4 points from that vampire mature, but because it wiped the trail, my encounter economy is actually not great. I haven't put any layers in yet, so that is a disadvantage. I'm getting points, but my encounter deck's not great. I'm only like halfway through.
You have also, it did also make it harder for me to find you originally, because I kind of had to go like 2 spaces off rather than 1 space off of where your what's it called, where your trail was, because it eliminated the place after Cologne.
That is true. Yeah. I guess
it's a give and take.
Indeed.
Sorry.
I mean, now in retrospect, if I'd realised, I mean, I'm not very good at doing this, but I should have wolf formed sooner because I could have got my wolf form back from the mature. But But then one time I do that, you get newspaper really early, or like wax cylinders or something, and then that wolf form's been used really early. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Didn't expect you to move that far. Crap.
We Van Helsing's been around for a long time. He's been saving up his travel miles. He's
Clearly.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting the pension pot to good use. Oh, I see you with that lucky find. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would have been nice to have, when we were actively getting into combat, but it's okay. Okay. Oh, no. That was smart. That was smart.
Of you or me?
You. Too many people. I feel like, at least when I'm Dracula, I like to kind of circle the rim of going around. But because you went to Madrid, right, you can be in any of the 5 spaces now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're gonna have to try and work that out pretty quickly.
I feel like somehow you're not gonna be there when I try to show up.
Oh. I'm gonna make you search that. You waste an action searching that.
If you insist. I do. Especially when you're up this many points, right? I can't really afford to just let something sit there.
No, that's the issue with this. Yeah.
Stake.
Oh, you have a stake, do you? Oh, right then. Oh well, I say hi to my bodyguards.
Oh. Do I have a weapon? I have a weapon. Thank God it was Scots-word. He has so many items. Okay,
I was gonna say, it's probably the one person I don't want to be on that. Well, you got a rifle, so that's good. You got a stake and a rifle. Thanks for the info.
You're welcome. Provided with courtesy by Scots-word.
So that's great. I've dragged Seward onto the rumor token. That's good. And I'll be honest, be brutally honest. I thought I put a vampire in there. It turns out I had. Oh, you got a stake as well. Bloody hell, you're all wielding stakes.
Van Helsing may have had a lot of stakes that he then offloaded to.
Oh, that's a shame. There's a spy instead. What are you going to do about that one then?
Well, what items does he actually have? I'm trying to read the small script at the bottom of the screen to remember exactly what events he has, so that I don't know if I want to share that information with you.
Yeah.
I think we're okay with doing this.
Oh, really?
We're okay. It's okay. We're just gonna discard it. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
And we're gonna run Mina right into this 5 damage encounter. I'm ready for it. It's desecrated soil. Okay.
Hey, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I like a good Dracula encounter economy. I want you to have a good Dracula encounter economy. We can be mutually beneficial here. Only discarded 2? Why would you do that?
Oh, you have a Heavenly Hose. Oh, dang. Okay, so you did keep it. Fascinating. Right. Yikes.
I know you're going to see, so you're not getting those 3 health points back.
God, you're the worst. Okay.
Oh, dare I?
I'll put that in there.
Okay.
So
now, do we go back to what you were talking about, right? Holding the guy in reserve, just supplying up. Getting the good events, hopefully.
Yep.
That's rough. I liked all those cards.
Oh, just got a double pistol, did you? Fascinating.
I did discard double pistol.
And he's got a rifle with Van Helsing. Oh.
We're medieval. Okay, we like the medieval weapons. All this gunpowder.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're real hunters with real weapons. I mean, discarded a knife earlier. I mean,
that's true. Maybe we're just pacifists. You know, we just want to hug it out. We're just gonna find Dracula. It's gonna be good.
Just purely holy water, and that's it.
We've all gone through we've all gone through the church. We've all been baptized. We all understand that the only way the devil can be defeated through heavenly means. Okay. Now the problem is, if I just supply, it feels really good, but I don't know if it actually helps.
Depends what you get. That's the thing.
It does depend what we get. Okay.
Well, that's not a bad thing to get.
I feel like I like her a lot better than Jonathan Harker in this moment.
Ah, damn! It's like you watched the tier list and you listened to Roscoe. If you listened to me, you'd have chucked it away, right?
Definitely.
Nah, in this situation, much better than Harker. Yeah, I would have taken it as the ally as well. Searching's not needed here.
If Rufus would have been the best of the best, but you can't always get what you want, unfortunately.
Oh, Roscoe won't like that. He clearly rates Aggie more than Rufus, which is quite funny.
That's true.
Number of times I've screwed him over with Rufus. That's quite funny. That's a very fun,
I
interesting
do
choice.
think Agatha is probably better than Rufus in most situations, but the water travel by Dracula is really effective, and Rufus makes it much harder for him to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So I like it. But Agatha makes that when you eventually do get into the fight, obviously Dracula it's taxing for him to make certain moves.
Yeah. I think it all depends on like how you play. If you play with the idea of like, right, I want to get into 2v1s and 3v1s, Aggie's not really that effective in that situation. Whereas if you're going to go for 1v1 combats a lot, then Aggie's pretty good.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. I think that's the thing we were talking about in that video. Like, a lot of it just depends on how you play. And obviously we're playing it from the perspective of, oh, we like fast horses, so we're going to do this. But maybe then other people have different ways of viewing it. But that's why it's interesting.
I have a hunch that you went to the Mediterranean Sea.
Did you? Wow.
It has more options over there. Oh, no.
It's another vampire. Remember what happened last time you faced one of these? Oh, loads of points.
That guy, I don't know. He must have been a fighter in a previous life or something. He's a rough one.
And now I'm against an old man with fewer
less
hit
combat items.
Yeah, that's true. Less combat items, and you've got a stake, but fewer hit points than Mina. Oh. Here we go. Oh,
that's not a good sound to hear when someone's looking at their combat deck. Oh, look at all these good cards I drew.
What do I think you've done? I'm going to play a hunch here that you've not escaped immediately. You've played Punch because you think I'm going to mesmerize.
Oh, dang it.
Dang. Well, you've got dang it.
It's true. I'm too stuck in my way. You overestimate my ability to adapt. I'm too stuck in my ways.
You even told me that. Oh, I'm really predictable. I play the same move all the time. I should have actually followed that advice.
Okay. Now that we've had this conversation, next time, I probably won't do it because I'll have learned, hopefully. But okay, Mr. Godalming.
Lord.
Oh yeah, sorry, Lord. Sorry, Godalming, please. Please, I need you to be really effective. You can't be disgruntled. Can't disrespect our people. They're working hard out there. Okay, Mr. Vampire. Meet your maker.
Oh, dang.
Okay. find peace. You know, in the afterlife, he'll find peace. Meet the other vampire who did much better than him, but it's okay. Oh, whoa! Going back to land immediately. That's a choice. He is. Okay. Now, see, this is a situation where I'm calling it. That misdirect was very low cost for you because I guess you lost a layer, but you were about to get it back. You get the misdirect back immediately. Definitely Cagliari. There's no chance. But what if he's actually in Marseille? That would be really bad. Because I have people on every other port, so you're either in there or there. There's just those two options. There's nothing else. So I think Godalming's good. He's solid. Okay, and then if you're gonna chill in Cagliari, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. It's your right as a vampire in the... What is this? When does this game take place? 20th century?
You're asking the wrong person that. No. Don't know. Not sure. Let me quickly Wikipedia when the original book... I mean, the original book was written in 1897, but I'm not sure if it was set in the current day that it was written in. Don't know. Maybe it would have been. Oh yeah, it says it was written in the 1890s. That's not really what I'm looking for.
19th century. I mean, it can't have been that long after the book, right? Because all these people are still alive, right? Van Helsing didn't die of old age, so it can't be that long.
It's like 8 years after. In the book, it'll probably say so. Oh, maybe not, because it has like the months and. Oh yeah. Jonathan Harker's first entry reads Wednesday, the 3rd of May, 1893. So we're talking about like 1900 now, or 1901, more or less.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Now here's where you actually did go to Marseille.
How cool would that have been?
Canoodled, just been bamboozled. Okay. Is there anything that Van Helsing needs to give Jonathan Harker before he or John Seward, sorry, not Jonathan Harker, John Seward before he fights like Big Bad himself? I think so. I think we should do some trading with him. Oh, we can't trade with him. Whoa.
Yeah, because he's at sea.
On the water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, what do the other people have? I need to remember.
Uh-oh.
I want to trade with either of them? I guess I have to now, so...
Yeah, you can't back out the trade once you've clicked it. I've made that mistake a few times. Fortunately not in league games, but yeah. You gotta be really careful before you send someone to sea. That's, yup. That's a thing
This is an okay choice. This gives them something they want and them something they want. That works out. And then we're gonna give Van Helsing... Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Now, this would have been much better if I had gone to sea one turn later. So I'd be sitting in Marseille right now, and then I could wolf form out of Marseille again. Now, if
I was... Oh, sorry, yes.
If the digital version worked how the real board game worked, I would be able to do that.
I played my first league match against Rob, and he was very he was a little bit annoyed about that because it kind of messed up his game. That he played around having the card, and then he didn't get it until one turn later.
I mean, I get it. It's if you're very used to the board game, like the physical version, I could understand that frustration. But at the same time, it's where if you're going into a competition, you need to get familiar with stuff before.
Get with the times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This movement is making me think you might have actually gone to Marseille. It's probably just a hide card, right? It's probably just a hide card. But we're going to check because that's what a good hunter player does. Okay, yeah.
Oh, how bad that'd be if I'd flipped over Marseille right now. Oh. I was worried you moved one turn sooner, that's the thing, but you stayed in supply. It was like, oh, I could have gone away with it.
We could have gotten away with it. I think the fact that we were like just talking about like you want to make moves that are good, but that don't put you in like compromising situations. Kind of inform. Okay, 3 vampires. Let's see it. You and then your 2 underlings. Okay. No.
No? Ah, alright then.
I mean, no, I'm not going to use my event on this. I mean, respectfully, this chump of a vampire, they're not really much compared to Dracula. They only have, like, they have a little more than a third of his HP, but. Oh. Do I go punch or do I go escape or do I do a weapon and like change it up?
Ooh. Well. Wait, what's your other item?
What other item?
You're full of items. You have a fast horses, you have stake, you have rifle, and you have something else. But the thing you have is not a combat item.
I'm not sure if the logic works out with me having 5 combat items, 2 of my items being a stake and a horse, which are both non-combat items. I don't know if the math exactly works.
Yeah, because it does. Because you got 3 basic cards plus your items, and then you minus the ones you can't take into combat with you. So you've only got 2.
Right. So you're saying I have to have a non-combat item.
Wait, hang on, wait. Oh, wait, hang on, wait. No, sorry, never mind. I can't count. No, I can't count. You're right. You got 2 combat items.
There you go.
Fascinating. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna play this first.
Let's see that mesmerize. Oh yeah. Didn't play around it.
Nope. No, you didn't.
Okay. I'm pessimist at heart. Always got to believe they're doing the thing you really don't want them to do.
What is the worst card that this vampire could play? This card. Right, I'll play the card that get cancelled by it. Yep.
Well, I have to like I can't always do that because sometimes it's like unlikely, right? If I don't think they're gonna do that, like in my heart, if I don't really believe they're gonna do it, but it's like
because imagine
you have to have it and play it.
Imagine, imagine you played the worst case scenario, then they don't draw that worst scenario card. You're like, I'm trying to help you beat me. Then, why can't you draw these good cards?
Why didn't you draw good enough to draw that mesmerize so that when I punched you, it actually canceled it? Dang it! Draw better.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. It's mesmerize again. Oh no.
Well, now you know I got to know more of them, I suppose.
Scot-sword. He dealt with those bodyguards pretty well, but not the full-fledged vampire.
Well, I did 2 damage to you with the bodyguards, but you've taken no damage yet from this thing, so.
That's true. We've just been kind of like dancing. We've been staring into each other's eyes far too long. I guess I did punch you. That's true. We got 1 solid land blow. Oh no!
Hey, double plotting.
Dare I play the odds of you not having both the plotting cards in your hand? No.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Oh, mesmerizes don't stack, right? It's not a
No.
-2 to damage.
No, it only stacks once. Oh, that'd be pretty annoying if you got mesmerized twice. That'd be pretty
bad.
meh. So yeah, you only use the second mesmerize as like to stop them from escaping, or like as a purely like defensive thing if they're gonna play a weapon. It doesn't stack though. No, that'd be busted otherwise. I mean, mesmerize is still pretty strong, making guns only do 1 damage. So, what do I do here? I'm gonna do this. Now, did you play the right way to take minimal damage? Well done.
I tried.
Good stuff. Yeah, you only take 2 damage this way. Well, assuming you play the card I expect you to play next.
No, it's time to pull out all those weapons. All of my 2 combat cards are coming out. Last round of combat. Let's go. Ding ding.
Hey, look. This vampire has 5 health. You can kill it with a rifle and holy bullets.
I definitely have inventory slots for those holy bullets. It's not like I've shown all my other items. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Good stuff.
Cool.
So that was a good fight for you. You didn't take that much damage.
Yeah, it could have gone worse.
Are you ready for another one?
Oh, okay. Is it a reckless fight? Isn't...
Hey!
Oh, fog.
Got him.
Oh, God, he has really been gotten. Look at that. He's out.
Oh, imagine being stuck on Cagliari with fog and only Dracula. Oh, tough times.
You're gonna let the fight happen though, right? Because you get a choice, and you want to fight John Stewart one-on-one because it's advantageous to do so, right?
Well, I don't know. Do I really want to do that?
Only has 2 combat items. You know, you could probably take him.
You have a combat event though. Don't you start that with me.
True. These are true facts.
And there's also Van Helsing, so Van Helsing could trade something to Seward. I am not gonna start risking fights with you.
So if I don't trade him something, you will fight him then, though, right?
Well,
if I don't trade?
Then let's see if you take my bluff or not.
The problem is his movement options are not great. This was a little bit... should have put him on a big city if possible. Maybe should have just traded on Madrid with Mina. Maybe that would have been better. I don't want to move off of the rail line. That's important. That's how he's going to move fast next turn.
Can you move by rail now?
His tickets are not great for that.
Oh, I see.
But obviously, I wouldn't tell you that information if it was true. I just really wanted this supply.
I mean, if this is the supply that gives you consecrated ground, then you'll be laughing.
Yeah, it would be really good. Okay. Well, I have made a mistake. Okay, we're just gonna discard that. It's fine. It's fine.
You have all the best events in the world, right? And you just like, oh shit, I got to discard one of these.
Not quite all the best, but some better ones.
Yeah, being there, done that. It's a rough one when that happens.
He's gonna have Wolfhorn back. He's gonna be able to go in the Tyrrhenian Sea. So I just need to like hustle. Get over there. Okay, fight. Oh, didn't happen.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, can't always win them. Draw some cards. Discard. Oh no. Spoiled for choice. I know you're gonna go back to sea. I know that as a fact. It's 3rd week, so it's.
Are you night supplied? Oh my days, you madman.
Wait, that was a night supply. What? Oh no! I thought it was. I'm so dumb. Okay, I thought that was a day supply. For some reason, I was like, oh, it's Godalming's turn. Supply, duh.
I mean, you made it work for you though.
It worked out. That's true.
Oh no.
In a league game, though, if it happens, they'll definitely get Darkness Returns, 100%.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. Or like a devilish power or something. Just renders your consecrated ground useless. Yeah.
What? Do I take the Rufus? This is the real tier. Do we take the Rufus Smith instead of the?
Well, that depends. Do you subscribe to the Scot-sword theory of Hunter events or Roscoe's theory? You're basically making the decision right now which one you.
I can't have to choose between the two good Fury Dracula players. Which one I believe in more? Okay, it's fine.
Oh,
just...
you kept Aggie. Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, you betrayed
Nothing
me.
personal. Nothing personal.
Oh man. Oh, this works for me because I'm at sea, so I can just
You're right. You know, I'm doing it for your benefit. Okay.
just make the game a little bit more exciting, so we can set up like a final day finish or something. Right. So I'm just
you definitely need my help to do well this game. Clearly, based on how it's going so far. Oh.
I'll just feed, I guess. So yeah, thanks for that.
I'd hope you're not feeding on John Seward while he's there. You know, I guess he didn't lose any HP, but...
That's true, the feed card doesn't actually state. Maybe just I'm finding like a rando in the street.
It's true. You just get some random people together, or like you go out to an inn or something.
You shouldn't who that person on like the feed card. Who is that person?
I think that's just it looks they're wearing a suit, right? So it's like a business person.
Some poor random guy going back home after work. In Cagliari, like
yeah,
like a little island far away from everything, and then it's like, nope, Dracula's here, sorry.
What am I searching for? Oh, is this a lair? You just made it a lair. Oh.
Ah.
I'm not gonna click search randomly though. That would be really dumb of me.
Damn.
You almost got me though. I looked at it.
Don't do what I did when I started. And I did a 2v1 with Werecraft. I was against Peter C. Lee. And we're in the east. And my plan for the next day was I was going to move on to like Salonika or Sophia or wherever it was and get the vampire with the rumour token, right? But my brain just, because I had a stake, but my brain kind of like spaced out a little bit, and instead of moving, I saw the search icon. I thought I was already on the space that I had to search, so I clicked search and it was a lair.
Oh god.
So not only did I get hit by some stupid lair encounter, but then we lost the rumour token, so that was another 7 points.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's not situation.
Yeah. Fortunately, it didn't cost us the game. We did actually manage to win it, but that put us in a really scary situation. It was like, oh, we can't afford anything else to mature now. I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh, imagine if I said yes to combat here.
We could do it. The two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
No. Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. It's fair. It's fair.
To be fair, I did play a game against Andra where it was that same situation, but it was roles reversed. I was Hunters, and he actually did put me into combat 3 times and killed Sue, and I was like, oh, well, that's another way to go about the game, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that Seward isn't very well equipped for combat, you know, there's situations where it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna... We have a party going on in Marseille.
Yeah, clearly.
I
mean,
trade.
Seward's got, like, missing out syndrome, though.
He is. He's been, like, on this, like, remote island that's just foggy all the time. He can't really see anything except for... The only thing he can see is this vampire that he's staking. But aside from that, there's, like, nothing to be seen there.
Ah, damn it, yeah, my time is a bit wrong. I was hoping you would move it to see quite as long as I have one more turn to get off before you stake.
I think, yeah, because I stuck him in Barcelona and I was just supplying with him there, so he happened to be...
Yeah.
Just in the right port at the right time. Okay, what events need to get passed around? Take another quick check. Look at everybody. You know, John Stewart's fine because he has all the combat events, so I'm sure he'll do great. So you should not fight him. Yeah. Everybody else is doing fine. Okay, yeah, this is good. He can just take a ticket. Mina. He's gonna rest. because everyone except for Scots-word is there, so she doesn't get 2. She only gets 1. Okay. Tyrrhenian Sea it is.
You sure?
I'm not sure. You know, my eyes, they could be failing me. Okay, so Mr. I guess we just go east because we know it's gonna be somewhere east, even if we don't know exactly where.
One of these days, I'll achieve my dream of getting like 2 Cagliari as a vampire matures earlier in the trail, so it wipes off Tyrrhenian. I can go back the other way, and all the hunters just bolt west or something, whatever direction it is. I'm like, no, I went backwards. Sorry, guys. Hasn't happened yet,
Yeah,
though.
that sounds ideal. That sounds good.
Because I was like, oh no, we don't know. Now we have to use money trail or something. Yeah.
The thing is, you have wolf form back though, which means like you can just kind of some freedom.
The problem is you know where I'm going, more or less. That's the only problem with this. There's not a lot of obfuscation going on. There's not a lot of deduction going on your part, which is not what we want. I want the hunters to be having to really think about what's going on.
It's kind of trailing the coastline. I think we're just gonna have the and I heard Quincy says one of his videos, like the anti-wolf form protocols. We're just gonna put some people 2 spaces away in big cities where they can supply, and then we just wait.
Damn it. Oh, these new players, they're quick learners, damn it. This is what happens when you have a YouTube channel. They just learn from you, then they beat you with your own strategies. Ugh. They're the worst, honestly.
No, all those upstart. I'm not one of them, of course. No, I am totally. I'm poaching. I'm poaching everything.
That's what it's there for.
Okay, so we just need to pass. We're not gonna randomly night supply again. That was good, but you know, too much of a good thing. We don't need to keep doing that. Feel like I'll keep that on him. Actually, it's kind of good. Yeah. Is this really the best? Whenever I'm like, I don't want to make a trade with Van Helsing, I'm like, but is this really the best? Like, if there's no change I could make that could possibly be better, there has to be at least something.
It's a tricky one. I mean, if you tell me all the cards you have, I'll then be able to make like some sort of like educated like advice for you. But
I'll DM you. I'll write you a list specifically who has everything.
You should just screenshot it all to me. It's fine.
Oh yeah, just give you all the information. Just go by every hunter page.
Yep. Yeah, it's tricky.
I think we're good. It's fine.
I suppose the only thing you have to try and do is, like, it's a very tough thing, but you have to try and work out, like, think a couple of turns from now, like, what's going to happen, where a hunter's going to be relative to me, and then what might you need. It also a lot depends on what cards you've got, obviously.
The big question is, do you wolf form now? Because if you don't wolf form now, right, that kind of puts you in the east side of the board for probably the rest of the game. So like, no sneaky shenanigans gonna happen. Okay, yeah, it's going that way. Because now, right, you're in Ionian Sea. If you like wolf form from there, that's not a lot of surprise. You could theoretically go Adriatic and then wolf form from Venice. That's always a possibility. But a lot of complexity to this game, which is why we like it.
I'm playing the probability game again. I'm always having to try and work out, right, based upon the amount of the event deck you've gone through, what is the likelihood that you have, and there's like a list of cards in my head that I'm trying to think, what is the likelihood you have all of these cards? What is the worst case situation for me?
Now, with Scots-word, if we put him to land, we know you're not going to Italy. I mean, maybe you could. There's a chance you could go to Italy. You haven't made that decision yet. And if I go Ionian, I feel like that's going to push you to go towards Italy. I think we just land. We just land. That way he can rest. He has fast horses. He can move pretty fast. Fine. Okay, to the king. I am talking a lot about my thinking before you've made decisions that thinking might impact, which probably, not the best thing to do in the world. All those people watching right now, don't do this. Just make your moves. Oh.
Oh, that's a good time to get that.
Super
Stuff.
useful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. To the knight. Decisions.
Yeah, decisions.
I mean, this is the big decision point for you. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the viewers, right? He either goes Adriatic, or he goes Black Sea, or he lands, right? If he goes Adriatic, or if he goes to sea again, obviously he could go to Black Sea or the Adriatic. Either way, kind of puts him in a position where he has to go to land next turn. So it's an important choice, and obviously if he goes to land now, the Ionian Sea only really has the one port of number 3, so it kind of gives the game away. So I don't think he'll do that, but maybe he will. Scot-sword would probably tell you better himself, but he actually has to make the decision, so he doesn't have the time right now. Okay. Whoa. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. 3 isn't the only port. There's also 46. I didn't think... yeah, that makes that wolf form a little better than I thought it was. Okay. It's okay. I should say I'm learning the game, but... No.
You are learning the game.
It for a while. Yeah.
You're always learning. I'm always learning. That's what's so good about it.
Okay, well, time to hit the road.
Yep, indeed.
Cavalry is coming.
Oh.
Let's go. If I hadn't landed with John, right, I'd be in the Ionian, and then you might have gone Adriatic. You know what? I can't say coulda, woulda, shouldas. You did what you did based off of what I did.
I don't know. I don't think I did. But as in retrospect, it's very easy to go, oh no, I didn't make any decisions based upon your decisions.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you could have got... If I gone to Ionian, maybe you still will form here, and then I just, put him to land in, Salonika, probably, because it's... Or, I'm sorry. I'm horribly butchering that. Salonika. Salonika? Something like that?
I say Salonika, I don't know. It's probably not even called Salonika anymore, because a lot of these names have changed, especially in the eastern portion, right? It's not Klausenberg anymore, it's like Cluj, right, or however you pronounce it. So I don't speak Romanian, sorry if there's any Romanian viewers in there who watch my videos. That was it. Oh wait, you railed to Genoa from Marseille.
Oh my god, the heat flying up my cheeks right now. Yes, I did, because that was a one-road movement. I could have walked and then saved my ticket for next turn when I needed 2 yellow to get to 58.
Now, wouldn't it feel bad that you need to trade this turn, but you can't because you need a ticket?
It would feel really bad. See, this is why I barely made it into the top 8, and these other people, they were solidly in the top 8. Okay, these are these are the difference makers right here. Okay.
If you make the mistakes in the first stage and not in the final stage, then that's fine. It's the time to make them.
Okay. 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 Life is good. Life is good.
My argument would be, maybe there's a reason why. I mean, you got fast horses, so you didn't lose that much movement, but because you landed in Italy with Seward, like you said, oh, maybe I might land in Italy. Yeah, I could go Adriatic, but then what?
Yeah, like you wolf formed from Venice, right? And I would kind of had people on all the 2 spots away from Venice, so you could have only wolf formed, I think, like Florence, which
Yeah, or if I wolf
you
form
do
from
that.
like through 5 to like 40 or 45, like then what do I do? The Tyrians on the trail, I can like never get off. I'm just boxed in, so it's like the worst move for me. I mean, it'd be a very ballsy move and a very tricksy move, but
if you get caught out, you're just kind of cooked.
yes, just a bit.
So probably just going Ionian is better because I already have all those people buy like that spot. So if you did that, I wouldn't need John to necessarily or his name's John Seward. Yes, John Seward. I wouldn't need John there to immediately harry you. I have all the other people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does intuition tell me? Where is Dracula? Here's the turn to make the guesses and see how right or wrong they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he will formed probably to 50. Probably wants to escape. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm just gonna make my moves. I'm just gonna be quiet.
But there's no content then.
You're right. I have to speak for the content. Okay. Well, I think he wolf formed to 3 because he wanted to be tricksy, and then he moved to Volonic. He moved to 55 because he knows that he talked down how bad the Adriatic Sea would have been. So now he's gonna go there, obviously. Okay. This feels poor, but I guess it's kind of high hopes to like immediately think you can find Dracula. It's kind of, pretentious. He has survived for hundreds of years. Okay. Here we go. Do I even want to find you with Mina? I think that's another question to ask.
Oh, good point. Very good point.
I think this is where he will form too. Oh no! Oh no! Hi.
Hello.
Dracula. Look, we had that relationship so long ago, but I know I left you. But we can talk this out, okay? So, kind of curious where the wolf form was then. We'll find out. All will be revealed in time, hopefully. Okay. But much as I really think this is a good fight, I think we're just gonna take our well-stationed carriage out of there.
Oh, you're such a spoil sport, honestly.
I know. Look, if you had fought me in Cagliari, maybe Mina you would have been a little bit weaker, and the Mina might have thought she had a chance. But when you're at like full strength, man, Mina's a little bit intimidated. Quite imposing, Dracula is.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay. Check the things. Okay, he's got that, so we need to do. And then Mina is definitely just gonna search out whatever this thing is right now. We're gonna find. I feel like if it was a vampire, you would have just triggered it though. What? Because you would have wanted to kill me, probably. I don't know. But I'm just gonna tempt fate. I'm
Have
sure it's fine. Oh, that's bad. That's not great.
Yeah, no, that's not great, is it?
No, it's really bad. That's like Mina's not gonna fight Dracula next turn.
Hmm.
Okay. He moved. He put a rumor token. Now, I was really disappointed because I drew this right after I discarded Rufus Smith, when I would have much rather had Rufus Smith around and then played this.
Ah.
Played this afterward to get Agatha back, but I can do with it now.
Oh. Search your ally. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
That I was not expecting. Okay, good. It's called surprising return for a reason. Yeah. Oh dear.
Okay, I'm sure you have a fog. You've only played one of your two. You've gone through the entire deck. So you 100% have a fog, but make you use it. Oh, not a fog.
No, not a fog.
What happened to the fog? It's weird. Now I'm really confused. I really would have. Did you play another fog somewhere else? I'm trying to think. I don't keep notes like you, so it's another reason I probably don't do quite as well. But I feel like I remember the Cagliari happened. Is there a fog somewhere else? Wait a second. We were chasing you through Spain, where we got to Spain. I don't know. I'm genuinely confused. I would have thought. Well, so let's see if we can make this happen.
Oh well, then that's something else. It's like you're gonna roll slow now. No. I did not appreciate the sense of emergency possibility. Oops.
It's we try to, when we see like Dracula like almost winning the game over, he's got more than half of his victory points already. It feels like we need something. We need to stop this right now before it gets too powerful.
Damn. So close as well to the end. Oh.
We are very close. That's why I was kind of like, oh, he's just gonna fog and then leave. And then I guess I don't know how the sea trails work out if you have enough sea spaces left to actually get out of here. Do you? I don't think you do, because you went Ionian, you wolf formed, and then you moved twice. So. Okay. Now, can these two people, these two very combat-oriented people, one of whom gets all the items, the other and has the most health, and the other of whom heals very fast, can the two of them get it done? One, because Van Helsing is not going to get it there.
Nope. And neither is Mina, thanks to the bats. Thanks for searching that. That was
maybe I should have just been like, you know what? He uses wolf form. He's on land in the middle of this place. He can't really leave. I have a surprising return. I should have probably just been like, you know what? Eyes on the prize. Ignore the encounters. It's probably would have been the better thing to do. Well, do we need to trade anything to them? I don't think so. I think we're good. Yeah, this feels pretty poor. Let me think about this for a second. The Ionian Sea is the fourth thing on the trail. If you go to the Black Sea next turn, right, you can't go to Ionian. You don't have it back yet, so you're just gonna have to land again, which is pointless and bad for you because you'll have to like misdirect Varna, or you'll go to Constanta. So you're probably just gonna move to Constanta next turn, or like feed or do something because you don't have wolf form. So I guess moving in Van Helsing is the right move, even if he can't get in this round. Just get him closer. Get him where he can get in next turn. Okay, Mina, where are we going? World tour with the bats.
Hmm. 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 How do you think about this? Pretty here.
I know they have fast horses, so I don't know if being on the rail line is really something that you specifically care about. Yeah, well, that's always good to be sure in case they have like a chart carriage or something.
Yeah.
And if they don't have tickets.
Alright, show me all the combat cards. On you go.
Okay, here we go.
Alright.
We got Lucy. She's here.
That's fine. She's a terrible card.
A plant.
Oh well, that's.
Whoa!
Oh,
We got
that's
a plant ambush.
that's all. I thought there'd be more than that. Oh, you have got Aggie in play though.
That's true. We have the ladies. The ladies are backing us up. We got Lucy's Revenge. She's coming back. We got the Doctor here.
Now,
We got plans for you, sir.
Now, the way Lucy's Revenge is written is if it should only affect Godalming if Godalming's been or defeated. But I've got a sneak suspicion if I kill Seward, you'd be able to trigger Lucy's Revenge on Seward, which is not correct. But
yeah, the way I'm reading the card, you are 100% right. It says they can cancel it on themselves, and only Godalming can play it, so only on himself.
It's not like Great Strength. Great Strength can be anybody. Right, what do I think you have?
There has been some supplying since John Seward last met you.
Yeah. I think you're using this as a decoy. I think you're playing Heavenly Host first on Lord Godalming. Oh!
That would have been a really good guess if he had a Heavenly Host. Unfortunately, he's not. But you don't take, or this turn at least doesn't have one. You don't take 2 damage from Sister Agatha, so there's some upside there, right? You're not taking that.
I take 3 damage from a knife though.
the knife is pretty bad.
I'd rather that he just wails on me. Oh.
But
Yep, that'll do it. That's a problem. You shouldn't have it anymore. This is a big problem. Ha, yeah. Oh dear. That's not...
certainly a pickle.
Yeah. Yep.
So killing John Seward here, I believe you have 7 influence points, right? Killing John Seward, does it win you the game?
No, I only get 4 from this.
Okay.
It's not
so
like
ideally,
it's not like your game against Pirate Joe where Mina, sorry, spoiler alert, people. Mina died, but because she died from a mesmerized bite, it got an additional 1 point. So that would have been enough, but yeah, so I can't win the game now. That's the problem. I need to survive, and that's a really bad turn for me. They should just fang Seward anyway to stop me from using Heavenly Host, or maybe not. No.
You have double Heavenly Host.
Yeah, well, I don't think you do.
You saw Mina had one early in the game.
Yeah. And I don't know, you haven't played Consecrated Ground, so I don't know from that. Now, I've got a sneak position with Seward, you played your rifle.
Okay.
Now, the problem is, I think, if Godalming has Heavenly Host, I can't survive here, but I'm just going to have to just do this to Seward and hope that you haven't played Heavenly Host. If you played Heavenly Host with Godalming, it's GG.
Yeah, you gotta play your outs, right? I mean, if you're like, oh, I just can't do anything, then you lose, right? But if you play your outs and I don't have the thing, then there's a chance you could win. I don't.
Now, with 2 health, this is very difficult, but not impossible. Yeah, this is very difficult. If Aggie wasn't in play, this would be okay.
She's messing up the groove.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Hmm. Well.
Sorry, I'm getting some spectator encouragement over here.
Well, you're playing your knife with Godalming, that's just for certain. Yeah, I don't think I can get out of this. That first turn was too devastating for me. Yeah, I got no cards that help here. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just try and see if I can take Sudai with me, but you probably dodge with Seward. And then if Lucy's revenge.
Oh, dang it!
Ah, well.
I messed up. I went conservative. I thought you'd try to like strength Godalming or something.
Oh, right then. Oh,
Yeah, my thought was like, oh, sorry, yes.
I wish I'd plotted now. Lol.
My thought was the last thing you're gonna do is plot, right? So if I can just have both of the people be able to play their weapons on the same turn, that way strength won't like mess up my, because each of them have one weapon at this point, right? So like if you strength one or the other, they suddenly become very, very bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Godalming has two weapons, but if you like strength him and got rid of his knife, which is better of the two, just.
I actually did that once to Warcraft.
Oh, yeah?
We had a really epic game where it was probably the game that prompted me to start recording, and I got him in Bari with a double vampire, and then there's a fight like this. I can't remember who was in the fight, and yeah, basically he did the double dodge thing out of claw to try and get the kill, but I actually plotted, and then I was able to kill, and then the next turn. Well, okay, I'm just gonna say now the game doesn't want me to win.
Oh, what did you got? Like all the escape cards?
I have 2 claws, 2 escapes bat, and a plotting. So both of which are neither. I want to strength Godalming here, but I can't. So I may as well just claw Godalming because you've played rifle with Seward. So
that's pretty. That's the right thing then.
Yeah, I wanted to strength because the rifle wouldn't kill me from Seward.
Because he's mesmerized, isn't he?
Because he's mesmerized, and I could have escaped his bat next turn. But because I can't get a strength, because the deck doesn't want to give me a strength, I can't do that. So that's GG. But oh well, that's okay.
Would also have died to Agatha, but yes.
Oh, that's also true. Yeah, you had Aggie. Oh yeah, sure, I couldn't have escaped his bat. Oh yeah, well played actually. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so I would have died. I mean, that'd be funny if I was like, ha, escape his bat, and Aggie's just like, no. Just
chucks the crucifix 30 feet into the air.
Yep.
Got him.
Yeah, got him. Just knocks the bat out of the air. God, that'd have been a dramatic way to end. That'd have been amazing.
Oh, that was close.
That was very close. Yeah. Yeah, my trail was a bit too obvious. But that's what happens. Maybe shouldn't go Cagliari. Maybe I should have more obfuscation and go another sea space. That was my fault, but that's okay.
I think I was the only reason I would have suspected Cagliari if you did that, but because I had people on like 2 of the other ports, right, where it was either that or Marseille, which would have been smack dab in like the middle of everyone, it left very little.
So my question is now. Obviously, I didn't know at the time, but did you have forewarned?
I did on Mina.
Oh. Now, okay, so I had my second fog. What I wanted to do was get to Varna, hope you wouldn't find me in Varna if you rolled badly or you didn't have surprise return, and then I would have moved to Constanta, put down fog. Now, seeing that, what I should have done, because I needed, as you're absolutely correct, you deduced it, I had to stay on land enough to get off. So what I should have done now I realised you had 4-1 on a different person, I should have fogged in Varna, because I would have trapped both Seward and Godalming, and then moved to Constanta freely and then went to sea, and I would have been okay. I think I would have had enough turns, I think. I might have had to feed, but then I could have backtracked to Sophia or done other stuff if I needed to, so...
I didn't have either renewed vigor or a consecrated ground.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So
That's pretty poor luck not to have one renewed vigor.
I was pretty strapped. I had a bunch of combat events, like you kept seeing throughout the game. I had a heroic leap, for example, but I didn't have it on Mina because I didn't think about it. But yeah, it was definitely a very good game. I feel like the differences between like this game and like some of the other games that I played really early on as Hunters, I think is noticeable. I'm glad that I feel like I'm stabilizing a little bit.
So I think the thing, when Roscoe and I were watching against Pirate Joe, you're just a little bit too eager, I think, to try to go for the kill. Whereas, like, you see the situation here, right? You got me in a 2v1 with Land Ambush and Lucy's Revenge, and that was enough. You can kill Drac with, like, 2 Hunters, if you got good items and stuff, and you make it work. So yeah, 1v1s are just bad. Unless you got, like, a Heroic Leap, and then you know that the Hunter is safe to get out afterwards, it's not gonna... Drac is not just going to feed in place and then kill them next turn. Yeah, just try to avoid 1v1s. It's just too likely to go in Dracula's favour unless Dracula just draws really terrible combat. But all you need is just one Mesmerize or one Strength, and then it kind of cancels what you want to do. So, yeah.
Just cage him in, let him like exhaust himself, and get into a spot, and then get in there with multiple people.
Yeah, pretty much. Because eventually Dracula runs out of resources. If you use lots of vampires early, or use both fogs early, or whatever. Eventually, Dracula can't have everything. So assuming you're just healthy enough with the Hunters, you can make it pay. So yeah, I think my mistake there was just landing in Cagliari. I should have just moved like 3 C moves immediately, and then made you think, oh, have I gone to UK, or have I gone east?
Because I think I spent like a few turns like trading and like supplying on like Marseille. Like there was time I was spending on the west part of the map. So if you had gone east faster, I don't think I would have had all those people in line to like check all the Wolfformer spots instantly.
Yeah. Sometimes Cagliari is just sitting there as a too tempting a thing. Oh, I'll put down something in Cagliari, so then you have to waste time going there and then go off. Actually, in the end, it actually probably gave you more time. So like, oh, he's in Cagliari just feeding. Right, we can actually start moving out. And you can only head east now. So yeah, that was a flaw, but that's okay. As I said, limit testing. I should probably have known that, but well. Good stuff though.
Yeah, so very good. Thanks for staying up to play with me. I know it's a little bit later for you. I appreciate this.
That's all right. No problem. Yeah. No problem. If you're willing to learn and you got good banter, then I'm happy to stay up late. That's fine with me. So I don't remember, when do we play in the league? It's like 2 weeks.
It's late. Oh, maybe it's earlier. I remember. We had so many conversations. I'm trying to scroll back to.
Right. It's meant to be like the next game week. Yeah, 14th to 20th of November. Yeah, so probably make this video topical. I'll put it out soon. So yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm away that weekend, so we're gonna have to maybe push it back.
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible now that we're like I had some stuff going on during the fall of the minute, so I was busy like practically every day. But I'm much more flexible now, so hopefully we should be able to work something out.
I mean, I'd happy to do something on a weekday, but obviously playing a league game which finishes at like say after midnight is probably not advisable. So yeah. I'll try and weekends will be better. But just this weekend I've got 2 matches already, so we'll make it work though. Oh yeah, what is your avatar going to be? You realize on my YouTube everyone has a different avatar. What's your avatar going to be?
What's I guess like the stereotypical Wisconsin thing is like a dairy cow. It's not like I remember you said you have like you use PowerPoint, right? To make the like what about like a just a wedge of cheddar cheese, like those cheese foam heads that people wear? Can that be me?
Yeah, we could make that probably work. Yeah, if you find a good one somewhere, I can imitate them. Yeah, sure. Like, but do you want like the cheese hat like on your like Discord avatar picture, or just a wedge of cheese and that's it?
I think a wedge of cheese and that's it is a little bit funnier.
Okay, I mean then immediately that raises the question: why on earth are you called Pizza Wizard? You should be called Cheese Wizard then, surely.
What's a primary ingredient of pizza?
Yeah, it's probably, yeah, true. But then it just probably depends on how you like your pizza, right? There are some people,
Oh, that's
there are
true.
some weird people who don't like cheese on pizza. I just
Oh my god.
never
Don't
understand these
even.
people.
We gotta teach those people.
Mm.
Cheese important ingredient. But yeah, Pizza Wizard. I don't know. When I was a lot younger, I came up with it for one thing, and I've just used it for all my accounts since. No specific rhyme or reason. I didn't like own a pizza factory or something when I was.
It's like if it feels like a good like an area of mystery, but it's like, oh, the pizza wizard, like what's all that about? Yeah, like why?
Doesn't specialize in like divination. He specializes in pizza.
Yeah, that's like the best type of wizard, right? Good stuff. Yeah,
You need some snacks during battle, man. It's really exhausting.
yeah.
Gotta get that pizza.
Clearly, that's what Dracula was lacking. If Dracula just had like a wheel of cheese and some like just pizza sitting here, then it all would have been fine. Instead of going around like biting people, like just chill,
Whoa.
Dracula. Just have some. I don't know what pizza. Like that's good. Like, oh no, favorite type of pizza.
He skipped over like Italy. You could have gotten some really nice
I
like I'm
know.
basic. I like pepperoni. Pepperoni pizza's pretty good.
I
Like
mean,
sausage is nice.
you can't really go wrong with pepperoni pizza. It's like it's
Mm.
almost foolproof. Yeah, yeah. I see. That's the flaw. Maybe there's not good pizza sitting in Cagliari. Maybe there is a good pizza sitting in Cagliari, but I don't know. But yeah, it didn't go to Naples. Ah, that's where it all went wrong. Right. That's
Next game you'll know.
absolutely. Yeah. It's just he's going around biting people now. Just chill. Have some pizza. Have some garlic bread. It's all good. Yeah.
I don't know if he wants the garlic bread. Maybe he'll have to steer it a little bit clear of that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, and the Italians put garlic into everything, just like the Spanish.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe Dracula might not like it very much. Oh, yeah. Okay. You have to have this bland pizza with no garlic. But lots of pepperoni, though, so it's still meaty for him.
put some other like pizza spices on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'd be, like, tomato base, so it looks like blood, so that's all fine. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know where this conversation's going. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording now.
It's great.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Pizza
Fine.
Wizard. Thank you. We'll probably talk a bit more, but thank you, Pizza Wizard, for coming on. It's great to hear from you, and well done again for making it to the. I want to ask you very quickly before we finish off, because I've been asking the others.
Sure.
How did you get into Fear of Dracula? How did you discover digital edition? Have you played the board game? All that good stuff.
So years ago, I watched the tabletop Will Wheaton play Fury of Dracula years and years and years ago, and I kind of liked it. So I searched out other people playing it, and I watched some other playthroughs. And then some years passed, and I was like, "Oh, Talisman! This game is $1.49 on Steam. I should get that." So I got it, and I played it a few times, and then I got invited to the Nomad Discord server, and I saw the Fury of Dracula section. I was like, and it rekindled my memory of the game, and so I just started playing it, and it hooked me. It's really good.
Oh, fascinating. Alright, so it sort of went like, yeah, you did the same thing as me. You discovered through Will Wheaton, but you went through a different game. Like, do you actually play Talisman then? Because I've seen people like playing it. I'm like, I don't know what this Talisman game is. I'm very out of the loop of everything as Nomad. So
I played it in person a few times with some people. We met up a few times, but then unfortunately I moved, and I don't really have the people to play with, and somebody else had the game, not me, so I would have to go through views to play in person. So I have played in person. It's been a while. It's quite... I almost call it like a board game RPG, where but it can be very, very difficult. Like it is more common for, I think, the game to end by 3 out of the 4 people dying than it is for like you to actually achieve whatever the objective is in most games.
but like, I assume it can't be similar to Fear. Like, give me like a brief overview because I don't know anything about Talisman. Like, what is it exactly?
Essentially, you're moving around. There's this board set up, and there's all these expansions. But the base board is just a big rectangle with 3 zones, like outer, inner, and then like the innermost. Essentially, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get into the center of the board where there's this crown that when you wear it, it deals damage to everyone else on the board. So you get there and you kill all of them. That's the base game. You do that by fighting monsters to increase your base stats of like strength and wit. And gaining items and such. And to get into the door and get into the final area, you need to have a fabled talisman, which is what the game's named off. It's a specific item to get into the middle square.
Right.
So you just go around racking up, because there's like a bunch of trials to get to the middle square that like require you to have a good amount of strength or a good amount of wit or both. So you just like grind until you get high enough in those stats, or you get enough items you feel confident, and then you go to the middle. At least in the base game. The expansions obviously add a lot different objectives, different parts of the board. They add like things in the corners and stuff. But
Oh, I've never heard of this game before. Fascinating. And like, because I've been seeing it. Like, have Nomad done some of like the expansions as well, or they just got just the base game?
I don't know specifically who made the expansions, but I think that would make sense. There are many expansions.
Oh, 'cause I keep seeing like updates for Talisman. I'm like, oh, are there actually like DLCs or something to it? I think I did see expansions being written, so maybe they have incorporated some of the expansions. Ooh.
Yeah. It, like they add different parts of the board, or like flip it so that like the center of the board changes, so you're no longer going trying to agree to a crown. It makes it so it's like a dragon lair in the middle, and then there's dragons that you have to fight all along the way to get to the middle, where you fight a dragon king, and if you kill him, you win the game. I mean, it's very versatile.
Fascinating. Well, I'll have to add it onto my Steam wishlist perhaps, and then if I see it on offer, you might have to return the favor and show me the ropes with Talisman perhaps. If you're a certified expert at the game.
I don't know. I'm certainly not an expert. It does take a little bit longer than Fear of Dracula, and I have kind of like supplanted my. I was playing Talisman for a while, and then I found this game, which takes less time, and I think I like it more. So I've taken a bit of a break from Talisman, but I know a little bit. I could show you the ropes, so to say. I don't know if I'm the best person to ask. There might be other people in the Discord server who know more than me.
Oh wow! I can't imagine a digital game that takes longer than Fear of Dracula. Ooh, interesting. I should really watch the Nomad streams where they're doing Talisman so I can see them playing it. I should probably do that. Timings aren't great though, sometimes, it just depends. But interesting. Oh, that's good to know that you good job that you saw you went onto the Discord server and you saw Fear of Dracula, like, oh, that rang a bell from years ago. Good stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you've never played Fear of Dracula in person then?
I have never played it in person.
Yeah, I've played it a couple of times. It's quite hard to get to the table though. I don't know how Talisman works when you actually play it in person, but Fear of Dracula is way longer in person. It's
that is I feel like if it would be possible, that is like twice fold true for Talisman. Like the games I play with people, it was like an 6 to 8 hour game.
Oh, bloody, okay, right.
So it was so long because and this was with everybody being new, right? So obviously you're learning the game. You have to set it up. Everyone is like questioning what they're doing every turn because they don't really know it, and I didn't really know it, so probably like knock like an hour off that for like beginner. So maybe like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours in person.
Oh wow, so yeah, it is longer than Fear of Dracula. Oh wow, we found something longer than Fear of Dracula. That's a big achievement. Just Nomad has to do, what's it called, Twilight Imperium, and then they've got the full set of like the long games. Interesting. Yeah, I played it a couple of times, but then the people who I introduced it to, they didn't really get the vibe of it, and also like they had to play Hunt. I thought Dracula was more difficult. So I played Dracula and they had to play Hunters, and I realised, yeah, Hunters are tough going when you're a beginner, so yeah, that was a problem. And yeah, they were just never like, yep. It's quite funny because a couple of my best friends, they're the ones who played it with me, and they've been watching the YouTube, but they don't watch the Fear of Dracula, they watch Gloomhaven instead. I was like, do you not watch my Fear of Dracula? And they're like, no, we just see something's going on, we don't really understand it. I was like, you played the game with me? It's like, we've forgotten. they don't give a shit at all. They just look at the memes on the thumbnail and that's it. They don't care anymore. Nice. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So yeah. Oh, good stuff. Well, thank you again, Pizza Wizard, for coming on and giving a good game. And again, well done for making it through to the final 8. When we I look forward to our. Hopefully, we'll play more friendly games against each other. But I look forward to our league game. Obviously, no VC for that. Serious gameplay.
Serious. No moving by rail tickets to Geneva from Marseille. Okay, we're gonna be locked in.
Absolutely not. No, none of those shenanigans. No. you want to go to the scenic route. You want to go via Milan, right? Yeah, go and eat the pizza in Milan. That's what Van Helsey wanted to do.
Definitely. He had to take a quick pit stop there.
Indeed. All right. Well, everybody at home, thank you for watching this episode. We'll see you in the next episode very soon. Bye bye.